Hi everybody, this is Dale. Welcome to my channel, Not Too Shabby Chic. And today, this is the open collab hosted by myself and sweet Rana of Lilo Crafts. And it is hashtag Crash Your Stash. That is what it is, and that's what we want you to do. So, we drew the June prompts in May, and the June prompts were, or are, house, film, like a film strip or negative, and border punch. You could use 3 different things to make 3 different things. You could do it all in one, however you wanted to do it. You just needed to use one of those, each of those items. So there were 2 that you needed to use, and one was a bonus. And honestly, I don't even remember what the bonus was. So because I'm going to use all 3. So it's neither here nor there. So please post your videos for the rest of the month and show us how you crashed your stash and how you use these prompts. And I'm so thankful for so many of you that have joined in. We would like to get more people to join in because it is so much fun. So let's get started. And at the end of this, I will draw July's prompts. So here we go, my friends. I was inspired with what I'm going to show you I'm doing from Nana's Crafting Cottage. I always forget what her real name is of her channel. And now, looking for my phone. Oh, there it is. Let me look it up and make sure what her channel is called, and I will link it below. For some reason I want to say Nana's Crafting Cottage. That's what it is. Yes. And can I tell you, she is an absolutely amazing creator. I was just in awe of her creativity and the way she puts things together. And she did this train journal that absolutely blew my socks off, and I had to buy it, so I did. And I had discovered her just surfing around on YouTube, I think, or either it was in my feed, you know, one of those ways. And I am so glad that I found her. And she did this, what I'm going to show you, and mine of course will be a little different, but it's making a pocket out of a paper bag. And these are paper lunch sacks that I got at Dollar Tree, I think, very thin. You can find some bags that are thicker if you want, depending on, you know, what you're going to do with the bags. You might want the thicker ones. Like if you're making a journal out of them, I would prefer the thicker ones. For what I'm doing with this, and it is a pocket, we don't want a lot of bulk in our journals necessarily. So this from Dollar Tree will be great. And what I'm doing while I'm talking to you is gluing down all the little places, you know, that we get, and securing it all. I don't think Pam, and that's who Nana's Crafting Cottage is, her name is Pam, I don't think she glued everything I'm gluing down. So you don't have to do this if you don't want to. I just am, because I don't want it flopping around. And I'm not making a deep pocket where I need it to have a lot of room. So I'm not doing that. Now, so we take a paper bag. I inked all around it, and my new favorite ink is Scorched Timber that my dear friend MJ gave me. And she is such a sweetheart, and she gave me the whole set, the distress ink, the the pad and the re-inker, and I love it, MJ. It's like my favorite. It was so sweet of you to do that. So anyway, what we're doing is you will fold your bag ever how big you want this part to be, and you can use this as a tuck to tuck in this so it doesn't flop around. Isn't that amazing? I know people have probably done this before and seen it before, but I hadn't thought of that. Or you could just let it flop, or secure it however you'd like. You know, you could do a Velcro or whatever. And that's basically what it is. And you decorate it. Is that not too cool? So this is like a tuck, but we can make it like a little pocket if we're not going to tuck it in. Or I was just thinking, and I don't know for sure, but what if we folded it in just a hair, right here, and see if it'll tuck in that way, and I could glue these down so that this will be secure and be a little pocket. And I don't even, yeah, I think I might just do that, and I'm going to have to cut it, and I do not cut straight typically, so I'm going to do that. And do that. We'll see. She did not do this to hers, my friends, so let me glue this down. And I cut that off right there. So I'm gonna smush that down and smush this down. I am not leaving this open. She left hers open for another pocket, an up tuck if you will, and I am not doing that for mine. I am gluing this puppy shut. Looks like I already did, so there you go. So here we go. And now, because I snipped that off, I need to re-ink. This is the newest color from Tim Holtz, and I love it. And I believe that Pam uses it a lot too. And one day when I get everything organized and like it should be, I can get back to my regular stuff that I do. Journals and Friendship Friday, Friendship Any Day, send out more happy mail. I've not been able to do that very much because just my room's a wreck. That's all I can tell you. No excuses. But I'm working on it, getting closer. So anyway, there's that. So that will tuck in there. I hope it'll work right. We shall see, right? I don't want it to take up too much space going over the other way because I want to be able to tuck my stuff in. So let's clip this down right here. Well, that didn't do too well. And then I'm going to do this side. Like so. And I'm going to clip that side as well. Just so we make sure it gets a hold good. And I've already prepped my papers, cut them to size, and inked and what have you, so that I didn't have to do it on camera to speed up the video a little bit. And I know many of you will appreciate that. So, I have come a long way. My videos are much shorter. I remember back when I first started and everything, my videos were just about every time an hour or more long. I was just so excited and wanted to tell everything and show everything. So, that's what would happen. So, there we go. And let's see, that'll tuck, and hopefully it'll tuck when I get the paper on it. Okay, so we'll have a little pocket here, and we have what I use for a border punch is not really a border punch, but I made a border punch. Does that make sense on the paper? So you can interpret that how you will. You can use a border punch, or you can make something a border punch, as long as your border is punched somewhere. Or just use a border punch for whatever you want. I used a little thing, punch, that, where did I put it? Here it is. That punches, like for the discs, you know, that you could use. I wanted it to look like torn notebook paper, so that's the punch that I used. And this is going to be for little secret journaling space. So now, because I did that and I cut this too long, I've got to shave the end off of this. Dale. Okay, let's take off, see if that'll work. Not enough, and I don't want to angle it, so I'm just gonna keep doing this till I get enough off. Let's see now. My Lanta, I'm gonna need that much right there. I don't measure. If I did, it would probably be a lot easier, but I don't. So why should I start to impress you guys? But that's not what I do. And if you get paper bags or lunch sacks, they're going to be different probably than maybe what I got. So you just cut it to fit that. I'm not measuring. Not. Let's see. So there's some little journaling spot right there. And I'm going to ink the bottom. Okay, I'm doing a quick ink. I'm not doing my usual inking that takes me a long time. So that's a little wide right there. So I'm going to cut some off. My Lanta, Dale Renee, or Dale Starling. When I got married, I took my maiden name as my middle name, and that's Starling. So it's Dale Starling McBay. However, my given name by my mama was Dale Renee Starling. So when, you know, I'd mess up or she'd get mad, it's Dale Renee Starling. So there we go. All right. So that looks cute. It's not straight, of course. Okay. Let's glue this down. What do y'all think? There. Let's go to this side. I was so tired today and was not in the mood. I am filming this the day before the first Friday in June. I thought I don't have any creativity left for today, or have any, not left, but period today. So I didn't go to sleep till 5 o'clock this morning, and I did sleep a few hours, and then I had to get up and had an appointment and rush back home. I've been working around in this craft room. It's driving me nuts. So I've been doing that. I bet I rearranged the furniture 5 times at least. Had to take everything out so I could rearrange stuff, putting stuff back in. Never-ending saga. And then I met a friend at the gym, because I'm starting to work out again and get back in shape. And so we met at 5:15. I got home about 6:45-ish. So anyway, I thought, oh, I've got to do this video, but I had to finish more rearranging and moving stuff in here out of the foyer and the kitchen so people could walk in those areas. So anyway, here I am, and we'll see what you think. So that's not too bad, I don't guess. Maybe I shouldn't have cut off quite so much. Oh well. Okay, so the top, I cut this out. Now obviously now it's not going to fit because of that. So what I can do is either fold it, which is what I'm doing, okay, it's not quite wide enough. Obviously I can't even measure very well. So anyway, let's try this. Snip that puppy off. I'll do this side. Then we've got to re-ink. I tried to prepare ahead of time. As you can see, I changed my mind in midstream. But guess what? My prerogative. Because if you're a woman, you can change your mind. Actually, you can change your mind no matter who you are. But women tend to be known for changing their minds. And I don't see a thing wrong with that. Because sometimes I need to change my mind. Oh, my Lanta. I just realized I did not cut out anything for this. So now I've got to do that. So I may use this piece since it's halfway decent. Okay, come right there, and that's still just a little long, but it doesn't matter because it's going to be glued down. You can decorate the back too if you want it to be a floating pocket. I'm not doing that, so I don't mind that it's a little long. So let's get a piece of paper and make another one of these. Will that work? Look there. Works perfect. Okay, my friends, let's see if I can do this halfway right. Okay, or is that upside down? Nope, that's correct. Okay. So we're going to have that, like so. And these are not even either, are they? Oh well. There have been worse things that have happened in life than me cutting crooked. Nope. And you can't see what I'm doing, can you? I'm cutting crooked. That's what I'm doing. Cutting crooked. So let's cut this little smidge off right here. Okay, hopefully this will be good enough. And got to be doing some more inking. I don't like to ink like this, but I'm in a hurry. Normally I lay my things like flat and do this, or the smaller one, so it's not so thick, because I like it to look dark on the edge and faded. But my favorite brush I used to use to do my inking wore out on me, and I have not been able to find another one. It was actually a makeup brush, and it was called the Magic Eraser by IT, a makeup, and I loved it because it didn't work for what I thought they made it for. Didn't erase nothing. But I decided to try it in inking, and I loved it. And I wore that thing down till the top was flush with the edge, like that. It was crazy how I used it, and have not been able to find another one. So this is the outside. This, oops, I did do it upside down, daggone it. Look at that. My Lanta. Dale Renee. Well, I'm not cutting another piece, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to do that. Works for me. Ooh. More inking. Okay. So it's upside down, but that's okay. Now that's a little off. Will we ever get done with inking and cutting? Oops, sorry. Not all this. Alright, that's just got to be good enough. But I need some more off the top. I know, I hear some of you, well, if you just measure, this is true, but I don't measure. So we'll see how this works. Perfect, good enough. And I gotta cover up the white on the edge. Done. So this is upside down, and I've already said I'm not changing it. I don't care. So I'm going to glue this down. I am not the best gluer, neatest gluer. Actually, I am not a neat crafter. I am I think there's someone called the Messy Crafter, and she just thinks she's a messy crafter. She ain't seen my craft room and seen me at work yet. She might be the second messiest crafter. I'm telling you guys, I am bad, bad, bad. Okay, that's not good. Make sure it will close. Yes, it will. Hard to glue with the lid on, isn't it? Huh. Okay. So there's that. A little white showing up here. I don't like that, so I'm gonna cover that and glue this a little. It didn't glue well. Also gonna glue this, and you're like, well, if you're gonna put paper on it, what difference does it make? I don't know. I just don't like unfinished seams. Okay, now we're gonna glue this one here. Did I get this wrong too? Oh, I think that's perfectly fine. Let's do this instead of the way I was doing it. There's that. Let's start here. Make sure we get that glued down good. Come on, this paper bag doesn't particularly like my glue, the art glitter glue, which is weird because I thought everything liked art glitter glue. Okay, I'm cutting that off. And just think, I just gave myself another idea. First, guess what? Ink! Okay, so there's that part. Let's see how it tucks. Probably should wait till it dries, but I'm impatient, so yes, you can still tuck, like so. Okay, now we're going to glue this one here. Did I absolutely get this one correct? And y'all, I put this on here like twice to see. And thought I had it right. But obviously I do not. So I'm trimming this to fit. And yes, I have to ink it again. I just dropped my inker. I love these little mini ones. Are absolutely the bomb.com. I know, that's so old school. So yesterday. Well, I still say it sometimes. I don't care. So, we're going to put this here. Around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain. She'll be coming around the mountain when she comes. There. Trying to keep y'all entertained while you're watching me glue. Okay, let's see. Alright, Dale Renee, you don't want to glue your... Okay. Make sure I don't glue it closed. It wouldn't be the first time, I might add. Okay, so there's that, and that's worrying me right there. Does that open up? Did I just boo-boo? I did. Let's glue this back. Come on, man. Let's right there, right there. Maybe that'll hold it for a minute. So here we go. Getting better. I kind of like it. I could put something here, some kind of trim, so that you can't tell that I've trimmed that off. But for sake of time, for right now, I'm not doing that. But I may end up doing that. So, now you're wondering, where are the prompts, Dale? Well, there's the border punch right here. Now, the house and the film, what I did was I fussy cut this itty bitty house out of a little magazine. And I have a film strip. I want it to look like it's a picture of this house. And these little kids right here live in this house. So that's what I'm doing. Just like this. Let's see if I can do this right. So that's gonna go here. And then this I'm going to do like so, and I'm okay with it sticking out a little bit. I think I may use FABRITAC on this to make sure it'll stick. I'm just going to run a little bit here and here. Like so. One thing I like about FABRITAC, you can roll the glue off if you got excess, which I usually do. You roll it off. Okay. And this will go great with a future journal because it's vintage and a little bit grungy, so it'll match just about any kind of journal I do, probably. Cute, huh? There's the house that Jack built. And here's this. And let me see if I can get my gum eraser. I see the glue on it where it's smeared. I like the way that looked. These work great to get glue off, I hear. And I try it. Sometimes it seems to work and sometimes it does not. So this may be one of the does nots. Oh well. It's supposed to be old, right? Okay. So there it is. But you think that's kind of plain. Yes, it is. And I've got a little something for the top part, besides what I'll probably add here. So I'm just going to put this little piece of a snippet, and I need to fray it a little more. We'll do it with FABRITAC. I thought about making it like a belly band or something, but I didn't. So that goes right there. I don't like that that looks so straight. It irritates me. I want it to be messy. There we go, and then I have a button I'm going to put in the middle, and I'm going to take this little piece of red twine or whatever, and I'm going to put it through the middle like we use this to sew the button in, but I'm not going to use it for that, so I've got to tie it. Sort of knot, since I'm going to put glue on it. I don't really have to have it in a for real knot. We're just going to do that. There we go. Now, of course, I put too much glue, so I'm getting it on everything, messing up my newly manicured nails, which is what usually happens when I decide to get a manicure. I start messing up and crafting. Okay, I'm trying to get glue off my fingers. Okay. Absolutely exhausting, right? Glue off. So there it is, my friends, and I may put something around here like rickrack or something so that it'll show on both sides. And you know, you could decorate under here if you wanted, but I just wanted it simple in case whatever journal I decide to use it in, I want to add something. But see, that looks like a picture, a negative of a house picture, so I think that's cool. I do that with negatives a lot. And we're going to see, that will tuck in. Yes, it will. Probably should wait for it to dry, but I am very impatient when it comes to that. So anyway, here we go. Actually, I think I want this to stick out a little bit like that. Yeah. So I hope you like it. I think it turned out cute. And you have this is a pocket, a little tuck pocket, not really. And if you want it to be a full pocket, you could probably slice it. Let's see, with an X-Acto knife or something like that. See if I've got one handy. Well, an X-Acto knife would have a utility knife, so I am going to cut this. See if I can do it without cutting it all the way through. It's always better to have a sharp blade, I believe, and I don't. This is terrible. Mercy me. Okay, I hear y'all laughing. Laugh, laugh, laugh. I just tore off a piece of my... So don't do this, what I'm doing right now, because it's not meant to do that. Mercy, Dale. Okay. Let's glue this down. Where I have made a mess. But I did make a deeper pocket for sure. Now that tore. Glue these down so they don't get hung on stuff. So there. I know y'all didn't need to see all this. That's the way real crafting is, for sure. Okay. Anywho, you have that. You can tuck that in or leave it out, and it's also a pocket. Get rid of this stupid utility knife that is dull. Probably wouldn't even cut butter. So you have a pocket here. You know, it's pretty deep, so you've got room to do that. Then, since I glued that closed, I guess I could have let it fall out. I thought about snipping this on one side to have a pocket there. So let's see if I can make another mess. How about that? you know what? Not gonna keep messing with it. I don't want to make a mess of what I've done. So I'm not making a pocket there. If I wanted to, I should have done it before I did all this. So anyway, you have a pocket here, and this will tuck in, and when you glue it down, you just glue it here, and you can have a top loader, or you can glue it there and have a side loader. Either way, side or top when you put it down. So that's a pocket. It's a flip up for secret journaling spots here. Here's the house, the film, and the border punch. And I hope I didn't bore you too awful much. And thank you for tuning in. I hope you will go check out Rana with Lilo Crafts, my co-hostess with the mostest, and check out what she's doing, because it will be amazing. It always is. And I want to draw next month's prompts. So let's get to it. Here we go. Prompt number 1. Strawberry. Woohoo! Janet K was just telling me today that she's into strawberries right now. So there's that one jumped out. I'm not going to keep it. Okay. Damask. What an interesting combination that is. And your bonus prompt. Please don't be something crazy like a frog or something. Box. A box. Why would I put box in here? I'm throwing that away. It's my game and I'll do what I want to. I'm not doing a box. Okay, let's see what this one says. I don't even know why I put box in there. Okay. No. Oops. Okay. Advertisement. There you go. So our prompts for July are damask, strawberry, with the bonus prompt of advertisement. And I am going to write bonus on here so I don't do like I did this time and forget. Bonus. But I look forward to seeing what you guys create for the rest of June with our June prompts. And there are lots and lots of things you can do with house, film strip, and border punch. So get busy crafting and be creative, and please go check out Rana's channel. You will not be, excuse me, disappointed. I love her. She is, excuse me, an amazing crafter and an amazing friend. Excuse me, now I suddenly have the hiccups. So I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day. I filmed this on Thursday, but it is being aired on Friday for hashtag Crash Your Stash. So please, please check out Rana and crash your stash and join us. And you don't necessarily have to use the prompts every time. If you post once during the month, you can post anytime you are crashing your stash. You're using your stash. You can use the hashtag Crash Your Stash. You don't always have to use the prompts. So feel free to use it anytime you're using up your stash. And everybody, please remember how much you are loved. God loves you, and so do I. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.